That's
I
all
know.
right.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Hey, that's what I'm saying, man. Look, technology and everything else that made the world small. But
Yeah,
cool thing is, you look up there in that left corner. Well, no, wait a minute, that way. Yeah, yeah, that corner right there. We alive. What's
I
good,
see.
y'all? It is the two-time ATL's hottest DJ, the God DJ Agony, also known as Dr. Dope, where our motto is stay dope. Bring you another Friday edition of the Dope Show. And I told y'all, I'm coming back with new and more friends. Like every week, you possibly see somebody different in that on that side of the room. Then again, you might just see somebody you seen before, like, hey, I know him, I know them, I know her. But
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, big shouts out to everybody tuning into the chat. I see the numbers doing a little move right there. Yo, I appreciate y'all. And this young lady right here. Yeah, right there. Look where I'm pointing. Right there. Yeah. Tell these folks who you is and what you do, show.
hey, what's up? My name is Miss Shay Butta. I am from GME. I am actually a host.
She's a host. Even got her name on it.
Yeah. I got my pass. It's real official. Going
There you
real,
go.
there you go. Um, just I have a social media called Neighborhood Entertainment, and which is I'm in everybody's neighborhood. We should continue to be good neighbors as far as fellow musicians go, and everybody that's in our field. So that's why I came up with Neighborhood Entertainment, because it doesn't matter, where you from. We're all neighbors for real. If we're in the same part of the business, we need to reach out and get to know each other. So that's pretty much it. And GME, I am a poet. I speak spoken words, and I'm also the head senior marketing and promoting for them, and I've been with them for 10 years.
Oh, cool. That's what's up though. And see, that's the thing. Like, in the midst of figuring this thing out, I didn't know you did spoken word.
Oh yeah, that's how I got to get the content for my show, because most of the content is from the social media work that I did, or the street promotion or promos and people that I know. So those people have grown up, and that's what I do on my show. I try to shine light where there may be shade, or you don't. The shade is that I consider the shade is what you don't know. So I try to open it up so that you know what's going on.
Okay. Okay. And so do you work directly with artist development?
Yes. So not only because I'm a host, but I'm also in a company, GME, where we do artist development. So if you come onto GME, pay a monthly fee. We make sure you get your paperwork. We send you on tours. We teach you how to work the stage. We put you in a real studio. We put you on a CD. If you get on, you get to get on everything. We try to do at least 16 and 21 shows, do 2 tours. So no matter what month you catch it in to be on the art, on the artist development program, you can still have a chance to be involved with everything.
Okay, so GME runs like a record label then.
Sort of, yeah, kind of, because we could go. What a lot of people are doing is taking their artist development and turning it into a record label, which I found that out like 2 years ago. Like, hey, we have all the credentials to just go straight into a record label. Like, we have everything lined up. So if we wanted to just go ahead and take GME and turn it into a GME record label, it's a lifestyle, because that's our motto. It's a lifestyle. So
Mm.
it would be fine. Like if we were, because people always ask us, or they ask the head macho. Shout out to Mr. Abel. Like, are you a art or are you a rapper? Like, what do you do? We do everything, because in the process, we all switch each other's jobs. So now I'm more into getting into the paperwork of uploading your music and making sure that you have your paperwork, versus somebody else used to do that. Now they're promoting, they're doing really good. Now they're doing the lineups, because I used to do all the lineups. but everybody started getting busy, especially with my show. They give me little tasks. I might still have to book the hotel rooms or book venues or little stuff I can do over the phone since I'm here in Atlanta and they're in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Also, it's based in
So
Pittsburgh.
yes, based in Pittsburgh, which I just we just got our new logo and our new company, GME South. So I'll be the president of GME South, where I will be going out to scout artists. Scouting. I'm scouting artists, photographers, producers, and studios. So once I get those four main things in, then I can open up the development because it's still going to be paperwork still going to be handling once in one spot, but it'll just be down here. So once I establish all those people that work with us, they all get paid. Everybody get paid. So it's not as like free. So these people that I put on, if we need albums, we need a host, we need DJs, those jobs are paid.
Gotcha. Big shout out to James Faison in the building.
Shout out, bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yo, appreciate it, man. Appreciate the blessings, man. Blessings is you and many more. So let me ask you this. So with it being based in Pittsburgh, what prompted well, first of all, how long you been in Atlanta?
So I've been back in Atlanta for 3 years, but I always had family here. So I used to come for the summer, but in 1999, in December of 1999, that's when I first came back. I
Okay.
mean, like I was here established because I stayed here for 8 years, and then my granddad had got sick, and I went home, and then after I just came back because music, as far as the music game, I've always been the one could be able to move around. So I figured that I was getting more gigs and learning more things down here in Atlanta. So that was working with Southern Slang Records. If anybody knows, I think it's still around, but that was like a home base for everybody. It was a studio, Franchise Boys. I worked with Ti. I worked with Usher. So a lot of people came through that studio young, as they're big. They was just getting out then. So I worked with a
Oh,
lot of on it. Yeah. So we was just a Southern Slang Records was just a studio place where everybody could come and did a one hit quitter. It was
right.
always big gigs that they were on. So that's how I got into the street promotion because back then you could pick up the flyer and call the number and it was actually them. So you wouldn't make
Right,
a deal with
right.
them. Of course, hungry to work. That's why they are where they are now because they was hungry to do it. And anybody that wanted to help, they was on it. Yeah, they were paid gigs. I mean, back in the day, I mean, all you had to do was go to the club and tell them that you was going to be there. We used to get paid by on the bottom of the because they used to say bring the flyer and you get in free. But each flyer used to have your own little thing, and that's how you got paid.
I
So
remember that. I
then,
remember that
yep.
you going back with tagging cars, hitting the mall up. You
Right,
know what I'm saying?
exactly. And
I'm
they
talking
drop
about
off these flyers and they want them. Like, but you figure for 5,000 flyers, even if you till today, if you have 5,000 flyers, you still only going to prompt to get up to 800 because half of them flyers is going to hit the floor. So you
facts.
figure when they come and bring them boxes, I used to be like, damn, I still got some more. Like, this is
I'm
crazy.
talking about
But I'd
they
be
come
able
up there
because
with like a brick of flyers. Like, all right, you gotta get
I
these out.
swear,
When?
like, dude.
By Tuesday. Nigga, it's fucking
But when
Monday.
I used to do,
Exactly.
my favorite promotion was Ciroc because the liquor we had the bottles. I rather get bottles than get them stack of flyers because you had to
But y'all had so wait a minute,
you
y'all was
had
out
to
there
be in
selling
the
liquor?
street. No, like for if you was a Ciroc girl, you would get the sample bottles, so you could pay. You would pass them out, but I heard they doing good. Shit, they paying $16 an hour, and you ain't even gotta pass the bottle out no more. The bartender does it for you.
How
Like,
about say
oh,
yeah,
I said I might have to
My,
get back on the Ciroc. Shout out to Ciroc.
and
Hey,
that's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
but
Hell,
yeah.
Ciroc sells itself. Hell, you ain't gotta do much to promote.
Right. So now you like if you a Ciroc girl, you just go there with a shirt. You take a couple bottles. The bartender pours them for you. You ain't even gotta do that no more. Before we used to have these little shot ones. You used to pass out. You go out and you talk to people. But now I heard, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my cousin Jessica still work. She said she don't do nothing. She said, show up, bartender
I,
do
I
everything for
mean,
you
yeah, I'm
now.
about to
So
say, hell, Ciroc did its job once it left the stove.
exactly. Exactly. So yeah, shout out to the street promotion team. They're still out there supporting. They're important.
Yeah, man. But you know what though? And it makes me wonder with social media blowing up as it has. Yo, big shouts out to Thompson in the building. What up, guy? Salute. But with social media blowing up as big as it has, did that not kill the street team?
I mean, yeah, try to, but in reality, everybody has to go back to the old roots because that's what works. Yeah, social media is a new thing that happened, but without you out there really making connection with people. See, I make more connections because if I that's just like me making a connection with you. I pretty much know you, but I put in the days and the work through text. We didn't hook up. We didn't That's the only way. But when we hook up to do the show, it's gonna make a better foundation. Yes. But the other people that you can't touch through a text, who's not on social media. Some of those important people are still doesn't use social media yet. They still use the old way, going out and talking to people. But I feel like I get more people interested because I'm out in the public talking about it. So you could be in a room, and you get all these people just like last night, and then somebody hears something. Oh, radio, what? Yeah, oh, next thing you know, I'm talking to more than even though on social media. I mean, it's the same thing. Social media is there, but how many people is actually tapping in? Regardless, you could post this a
Uh,
thousand times, but how many people actually tap in?
I mean
That's
billions
the
because
love,
like
because that's how you get
because
the love. The only love that you get is if somebody taps in.
right. But if you remember, like I mean exactly what you just said though. This came about via social media.
Mhm.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've
Right,
never seen this woman in person a day in my life.
right. Social media, exactly, exactly.
But so I
But
mean, with
you have to
as
take
social
the
media has
time.
become, ooh, connection got bad. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Social media, why?
In the last 15 years, I would say social media has become so much of a marketing tool. Like that actually has created a whole nother career path line of people
Mhm.
who their whole job is just to get out there at pub clubs, or what I'm saying, be what does they call them, what's the word now, influencers. It's like, look,
Right,
you're popular for having 3 million followers, right? You don't do shit but
right,
have 3 million followers. That's all you do.
right,
Okay, cool. I'm gonna run you 10,000, and so you're gonna wear this Stay Dope shirt
right.
for
Mm-hmm.
$10,000, and your 3 million viewers to see it. You see what I'm saying? And
Right.
that's where we've gotten to at this point. Like, I mean, I'm saying all that to say I didn't know that the whole passing out flyers thing was like it was still a thing. Because I remember I was out there,
Oh yeah,
two
it's
thousand,
still a thing.
2006. I did it for Dugans. There was a Dugans that had moved out to Conyers, and
Hmm.
they were trying to have bike night. I rode over to Barnacles on bike night. It just so happened that the power had blew in Barnacles, so it was like 200 bikes outside and nobody with nowhere to go. I said, "Follow me." So from Barnacles at Stonecrest up to 138, I got a trail of bikes behind me, filled up that parking lot, filled up that building, and was able to pull that off. But we're talking about 2006, to where I was just kind of fell into a situation to where nowadays, if something like that happened, yo man, check your phone, see what else is popping tonight. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
It wouldn't be like, oh man, I got this flyer last week. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I guess exactly. Or but the thing about it is still with the marketing is no matter what kind of marketing you use, you gotta shove it down people's throat. Don't think they're gonna remember. There's what approximately they want to say 5,000 flyers made every minute. So if you don't keep shoving it down their throat, then they gonna forget anyway because there's so much stuff coming. I mean, the things that I really want to do, I make notes of because I know in the process of me doing my social media, I'ma forget. So if I don't
Mm.
make an alarm on it and it's something that I really want to do because I've been done, oh, I'm gonna go over here, or you know what I'm saying? Because I try to pick those days to give back to the people who give back to me. So that's at
Oh yeah,
least
of
once a
course,
week.
of
Yeah,
course.
definitely.
Let's see. I think it has to be a hybrid methodology. Make use of all your resources. Yeah, I mean, it's like taking your six and your half a dozen and making a whole. I get that,
Right. You have to use
but
all of them. And as far as your marketing, definitely it's about your hashtags, who you trying to target, where you trying to go, what type of people you want. So
yeah,
people may spend a
hashtags
lot of
was.
time marketing, but use the wrong marketing skills.
And what's
So
crazy is it took me a minute to realize like hashtags were that serious.
oh
Like
yeah.
I'd post stuff and never get hits because I thought the hashtags weren't necessary. You see like an
No.
inch, an inch of
Mhm.
text worth of just hashtags, and I'm like,
That's
God, these
because they
motherfuckers is
hitting
extra. And
right.
my boy, and I got a partner right now with 10,000 flyers, and he's not a, he's I mean 10,000 followers, and he's just a regular dude.
Hmm.
And he was like,
Hmm.
that's hashtags. He is a
Hmm.
regular guy, 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? Eat chicken
Hmm.
wings with the bone in the whole nine. Regular ass dude.
Yeah. And I
But
believe you because that's
but
what
has
it is. Those
10,000
people hit those.
has 10,000 followers, being regular as hell. He was like, it's the hashtags. He's like, you gotta do those, Ray. And I'm like, God, this is so extra. But it's like now I purposely make sure it's gonna be, stay dope, team OTB, team on the building. You know what I'm saying?
And
And
remember those. Go ahead.
and so I mean I'm saying I'm purposely putting hashtags at the end of everything now.
Yeah,
Even if
so
it's even
because
if I
those
ain't got nothing to
hashtags are important.
yeah, I mean, I
Even though
know.
you don't got nothing to say.
Right. Even if I ain't got nothing to say,
Yeah.
it might be hashtag say hi to my mama. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Because people who hashtag mom, your shit's gonna come up. That's like somebody using stay dope. Okay, so you figure there's I'm gonna give you an example. There's a couple Miss Shea Butters, there's a couple neighborhood entertainment, there's a couple, but without me branding myself with the hashtag, now when you hit it, those people have disappeared. They have gone. There where are they? Because all you see is my stuff. Because they stopped hashtagging and I'm hashtagging it so much. I done took it. It's mine. It's straight mine. It's like so when you hit it, when you hit neighborhood entertainment, you will fly all my stuff,
That's
everything.
what's up.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what's up.
So GME, you
Big
hit GME, you gonna hit everything from all everything. Now if there's another little GME and we slack that week or that 2 weeks, they might slide in there. But other than
right.
that, you just hashtag make sure. But they're very and those people who take time to hashtag all those things, once you do it, you can always copy it. So once you do it, you can keep a copy of yourself. And then you have everything
Mhm.
already. And whatever you want to do, you just has. But people click those in your neighborhood. Oh, well, let me see what's in my neighborhood. In your neighborhood, Atlanta, they're going to hit it because they want to know everything that's happening in neighborhood Atlanta. Not saying that it's the business that they're following, it's the word that they're following. So they're following neighbor to get more research of what's going on. So if you hashtag it, that means you can find it underneath neighborhood. That's just it. And it's a marketing skill. So
Good enough. Good
easy.
enough.
Don't cost you nothing. It's free.
Nah, social media free as hell. Definitely is. Definitely is. So big shots to my LF in the building. Says social media could be lucrative nowadays, but she's right. Some people still like to receive flyers, receive promo t-shirts, etc. old school methods still work. My thing is nobody likes to receive flyers because think about you come out the car, you come out the club and you drunk in here, you trying to get goddamn key in the door, get in the car, put the key in the ignition, and you can't even see in front of you because all these flies
I
on your
guess you have
windshield.
flies
So
on
I'm gonna
my
hit that
car.
motherfucking windshield two good times, make that throw that motherfucker off, and I'm gonna take my drunk ass home.
But that's like me in
But
the club. I mean, when I come in with my DWC promo cards, it's not that I have them in my hand. They're now. That's why I said you still have to be out in the street because people's going to keep something tangible that was personally handed to them and explain to them what it was. So if I'm just talking and be like, oh yeah, I work for a radio station, and they say, oh, you have a card, that is your tangible, that is your flyer, that is your promo. It's tangible. At that moment, somebody wants to know about it, then you just stick it on in a car because you might be giving them information they don't even care about. So that's why I don't. I'm saying I do it a little different, but like she's correct. I mean, I want if I'm really gonna remember something and I see it, and I still have flyers from shows that if it was tangible, I still have them. Like
mm,
so, I think that I'd rather have something I can touch and feel and remember because it goes, it helps you. Like, oh shit, doesn't remember. That's the same. I mean, it's a little different because I'm going to the Skip Marley concert, but I'm only reminded because I follow him. There's no
mm,
flyer. I didn't even see no promo for ATL, but he's coming here. He got the promo though, but I don't see no promo. I can't even find a promoter for the show.
yeah,
Like,
and you have
so
to
they're just using internet, right? Like, so that's
right.
whack because tangibly, I need to find out who's in charge so I can get an interview. Saying that, you know what I'm saying? You're making it. I can't find. I can't get no. You know what I mean?
Hey, you'll be surprised, boy. The DM works wonders.
I know exactly. That's the best place. I'm telling you, you can't be afraid. Some people are
Hey,
afraid to just reach out.
well, I mean, when Yo Gotti told you it goes down in the DM, it's like some people just like, yo, don't go in there. That's where it's going down at.
Right. I mean, because some people, I mean, but it could be going down for the wrong reasons, or But I'm hoping majority
I
of
about,
the DMs I get is definitely about booking
I
shows.
about to say, I don't know. I heard the song. It was going down in that song. Word bond.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh
but
my goodness.
so let me
Definitely.
ask you this. With artist development particularly, because we've
Mhm.
seen a shift in particularly with hip hop. We've seen the shift. We've seen how it's moving from baggy jeans and hitting clubs up to like these dudes going platinum and ain't did a show yet because it's all
Right.
streaming. How
Stream.
do how would you go about nowadays developing that artist to have them ready when so much of the game has changed?
You would take them. You would have to show that. You would have to definitely explain the change. Not so much, but you can look. They could look because, like you said, if they're ready to go. Some people are ready to go, but when they get in there, they really don't understand the business, so that makes them unready. If you know what I mean. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
the business. Oh, even the business unchanged. Indeed.
Right. So if you gotta keep, I tell artists all the time, it's true, 90%, 10% talent, but I always ask them. The first question is, I always ask them where they're gonna see themselves in 10 years. If you don't at least have 5 to 10 years to invest, it's pretty much even coming over because, like you said, they're streaming. So when they get in the real public, half of them don't know how to talk. Can't now. Some of them's never even been on an interview, but they've blown up. So for me as a coach, those would be like little things that I would have to try to find out for myself and take them around different people. See, my motto is always taking them somewhere they ain't been or meet people they haven't met
For
because you're
real.
going to go to process. You put somebody in an interview that's never been in the interview, and then you go back and play it back to them. If they want to know how to fix it, that's the right person. That's going to. Other than that, you're going to try to keep that artist off the screen as much as you can talking.
And, and that's one of the things we talk about a lot. You know, say as an artist, you are as good as your team. If your team
Right.
set you out there and you get in the interview and I don't know, they might ask you something about, well, if you're from here, why'd you shoot your video
Yeah.
here? And you don't really know and you can't really tell different parts of the city. Not speaking about it in
Right.
particular, just speaking
Right.
hypothetically,
Yeah.
intentionally. Hmm.
Right. Mentally.
Don't worry, I ain't giving out no free
But
plugs on my
because whatever the vision is, sometimes we may not understand the vision. But we try to teach to have we try to teach people to have concept and understand what they're really
hmm
trying to, what's the message you're really trying to relate, because you always have that option to deal with that kind of artist if that's not what you, some people, all money ain't good money. So if
hmm
I come to an artist and he all he wants to do is speak about I don't know, killing, stabbing, I would say, hey, we're gonna pick a subject. I'm gonna give you these beats and I want you to write something else. I'll tell you a cruel story. Sorry. Shout out to my friend's nephew. A couple months ago, maybe a couple months ago, we sent a message saying that we were Sony Records. Okay. So we asked him how much music he had. He had like he did have over like 200 songs. They were all garbage. Like they were terrible. But we were like, just sing your best song. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, he sends us the best song. So instead of crushing, we was like, all right, we'll rap about this and send them beats. Like I gave him free beats that he could have, even though it was a bad joke. But at the process,
Wait
the way I do
a
things,
minute, that was a job.
yes, yes. If I could teach somebody how to change their concept through emails, I know I got a good concept. It's up to the artist believing that it's a good concept. Because how the hell did we get him writing? Like now now he's writing dope ass jams. Like, hey y'all, and all we
But
did
and
was
it's one
play.
of those things to where I mean, when we talk about music of today, that's really all you getting. Like I even asked one of my homies once. I'm like, dudes don't even rap about girls no more. Like, I'm starting to think like these dudes might be a little,
Right? What are
like
you?
I'd rather be with my homies with my shirt off, gang banging, than going to go holler at a girl. I'm sorry.
Right, talking
Look
about
at
yeah.
that
So
age, we talking teens and 20s. My whole
right,
MO when I left the house was I wanted to make me some money, make me a piece of money, and see me a piece of woman in
talk to
between some in the mix before I
people.
come back home. You know what I'm saying? But these dudes, yeah, man, I'm out in the streets. Me and all my niggas, we in the streets. We ain't got no shirt on, but we got 40 rounds and we got these drums.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
like,
Mm-hmm.
but don't nobody want to go get no girls.
Mm-mm. They're not talking
But
about love. They're not talking about protection. I mean, it's just
and
I'm
then
a
I
person that
hear,
artist has
oh,
to
go ahead.
wow me, regardless. Even if I found some flaw, they still have to. I don't know. They just have to wow me. Like I'm
And
just
my
one of
thing is
those
this right
people.
here, like, you will have some of them, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like, is this all it is? Oh man, this all I know, you know what I'm saying? I just rap about
Right.
what I feel. And it's just like, wait a minute, so you don't feel like getting no bitches? You don't feel like getting no pussy at
Right.
all, huh?
Right.
I don't.
Yeah. Yeah. That's all. And there's never not. You don't have to be. You don't have to be soft. I mean, but you want to show your side, and you go through a song, through somebody's album, and there's no soft set tone song. It's all straight. That's
and,
it. That's
and
all you're gonna get.
and you know what? And what blows me is we finally get a line about a woman, and what he say? I'm gonna fuck your hoe and pay her bills. Of all these women out here, you want to come fuck mine? Damn.
Well, right, mine. Sis said, "Get a hoe, her and pay her bills." Right. Oh my god. Yeah, this is what's getting by. This is what's getting by.
So you take the random run of the mill basement gun toting shoot 'em up gang bang with my homeboys with no shirt on rapper, and let's just say you try to bend that around. Exactly. Very,
Shaky, very
very,
shaky.
very shaky, my guy. Like. I don't know if on one
Very
side I had
shaky,
a chance to
bro.
go do a drive by, and then another side I got a chance to go drive by old girl house. I'm picking this side.
I'm trying to find an old girl, right? I'm serious, shaky,
But
very.
so you take that. So let me ask you this: we take that run of the mill, pants sagging down to his knees, you know what I'm saying, pistol Glock toting it rapper, and we want to, let's say we want
Mhm.
to rebrand him. We was like, you know what? Let's take this and make it something that we can sell. What do you
Right.
do in that situation?
So first, in that situation, I have to add, I have to know what the art if the artist is willing to talk about something else. Now, if he pays me to market it, yeah, I'm still going to ask these questions because I need to figure out what way we could go and how we could tone it down. Because then I would kind of find other gangster rappers, I guess, to show an example to break that down. So how we would break it down is, like I said, I would make him write about something different. Like period, because that's the only way we're going to be able to change the market is if he can do something else. If not,
Right.
we're going to still have to get the same people that he's already targeting and taking a chance of getting no new followers or no new people because he's going to
Solid.
constantly just right. So they kill themselves. So that's what happens. The artists kill themselves. That's all
I
because
can
they
believe that.
choose not to. Yeah.
Definitely,
So you hot
definitely
right
believe that.
now. You hot. It's banging. It's banging. It's banging. It's banging. But you keep producing the same. Yeah. Every you, even your fans want to see maturity. So you have to want to feel mature. You know, if you like I said, some people. I know a lot of people that dropped a lot of money, and when they got into the business, then they realized this is not what they want. So it'll
It's
come
not a
easy.
it's not a cheap business to get into.
Right now, but people will spend their money and then don't do it. I had a friend
It,
drop 30 G's. I ain't see
and
it ain't get pumped yet.
and that's one of the things that anything you do, anything, whether you're an artist, a recording artist, whether you're a painter, whether you,
And
I don't know, drive school buses, everything that you do, you have to invest something into it, making it better, making it great, making it dope. But you have to invest into it. Like, you know, stockbrokers invest time and money going to college and taking business classes and whatnot. You know, what I mean, rappers should,
mm-hmm.
give that same money to quality studio time. Or if you're gonna build a studio in your house,
Right.
get,
Because
if
we
you're gonna
all
do it,
belong together.
if you're gonna do it in the house, get the good equipment. Do not be up here on a 3-year-old Dell with a mic out of well, I don't even want to say Radio Shack because they ain't even around no more. But if Mike got a cord
Nope.
on it
I know.
with the little joint that you turn on like this, and you got that hanging up this month, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I get it.
Quality.
We done all been in the bootleg studios. Like, my boys built studio in the crib, but at the same time,
Right. I
nowadays,
remember
now
those.
nowadays, what it would have possibly cost you 20,000 to do back in the day, you could do it for about maybe 3.5 to 5,000 and have good
Right.
quality in there. Good quality. So you
Mm-hmm.
know what? You can't even say it's money. There's no excuse because after
Right.
you done after you done down smoked down some weed, bought some
Right.
Jordans, uh, PlayStation games, clothes, other bullshit. That 3,500 to 5,000 you could
It's
invest it
gone.
on yourself.
Right.
You
Exactly. But they feel. I mean, that's the image. If that's the image they're gonna try to portray, they're gonna try to keep up with the image first before they keep up with the craft or the quality of it. So
and you know what? That's one of the things about nowadays that kind of just blows me about this younger music scene is that there are no trendsetters. I
no,
remember growing up to where if somebody said, "Oh man, you sound like what's the name?" That was offensive. Rappers did not
right.
want to sound like each other, but now everybody's
No,
just falling in line, sounding and looking the same.
because it sounds like that's they're already given an image that sell.
But
So
it's the
why you
same as
think now
somebody.
that the companies are more out? I'm telling you, you got Sony, you got Autumn. They're pumping so hard no, now is because they don't. Where's the diamond in the roughs? Like they out there. They out there sinking. They looking for these artists. They don't even know because they're looking for somebody different, but everybody's the same. So it's making their job harder to get these artists signed and make some money. Because like I said, either the artist gonna kill themselves, the company is gonna allow the artist to kill themselves, or they gonna kill each other. So it's like I don't know. For me, that's the beauty of getting someone who wants to work. If you want to work, you can get better. It's
No
because
doubt.
and be a trendsetter and set out something like we talk out this station. What's going to make people watch your show? Period. What's going to make okay? You got 3 million followers, but all 3 million people going to try to come see you, or is all 3 million going to tap in everything you have? Because you can have followers, but then you got your loyal followers. That'd be the like the regular people that watch your stuff all the time, no matter if they follow you or not follow you. Because they could follow you and have your shit on silent, so it's like they're not following you anyway. Because if you're on a
Right.
silent mode, then that means I'm not gonna know until definitely call
Exactly.
paying your dues. I mean, I
Right.
work as like I do extra hours for my show to have extra stuff out my show to do stuff at my show. So that's I invest into my own show. I invest when I can't go to GME shows, I buy a ticket. You know what I'm saying? When I can't be somewhere and I know you, I'll buy a ticket and hey, just give it away. So I don't care what you do with it. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
One thing I
Because
will
it's
say that has made it hard for the big labels as is like these younger artists, I will give them credit for this. Some of them, some of them on the business side have gotten a lot smarter. And so that big chunk that the record labels were taking from artists of
right.
our time, of my era, you know what I'm saying, to where this dude done went platinum, sold, over 10 million records, but now, what I'm saying, he eating cold beans out of can with a stick. These young
Right.
dudes is getting more of their money. I think the problem is they're blowing more of it but they're getting more of it because they followed that formula that the generation before them set that said, look, this is what happened to me in the music game. Do not go this
Right.
way. Go this way. Shoot more toward the independent. It's like if you go back to the movie, and I reference this scene of this movie a lot. Go back to the movie Cadillac Records when the guy told Chuck Berry, "I'm gonna make you famous and him rich." And Chuck Berry said, "Well, we need to switch seats," because he wanted to be in the rich seat. These artists now are making more money without having a major label behind them, but the problem is without a certain level of education, and it don't even have to
Right.
be
You
full
miss
learning
out.
too.
Right.
They're blowing more money too.
Financial because you don't have I figure even with the if you have a marketing person, your finances will still be in straight. You don't have to have a financial officer, you don't have to. But if you have a marketing person behind you, company, they keep that in straight too because they tell you about your originals. They're telling you, hey, you're spending a lot of marketing money, but no, it's not going anywhere. So they're going to say we need to direct your marketing money somewhere else because this isn't bringing in the originals. So you still have someone who is aware because once again you have these artists that are in the business. So if they're learning the business part and you have a marketing person not explaining that to you, you pretty much catch up because once again you have an artist who's trying to learn the business. But you have that's how we stay in business. That's how GME stay in business is because the artists, as far as paperwork and loading your music up, it's because the artists don't want to learn. They just want somebody to do it. It's just the idea of yeah, you be rich and you do it yourself, and you know what I'm saying. I'll just pay somebody to do it. But that's
I
how
just pay
people
somebody
are.
to do it.
Like, hey, I don't want to learn how to do it. You could just do it. That's fine. Because that's the
And
first thing
see,
we try to offer.
and that's the thing, you know what I'm saying? When you bring up companies, what ended up happening was a lot of these artists nowadays figure out instead of making money for the company, why don't I be the company? So when I make
Hmm.
money for the company,
Right.
it's mine. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
they have taken branding to another level. When I saw Lil Yachty, and I had maybe heard two of his songs, but he had a sponsorship with Nautica and Sprite, and I'm like,
I'm like,
in the hell did that happen? Songs are garbage. I couldn't stand this dude. I'm like, I might have, and I might have heard two songs. The song he had on the Sprite commercial, "Cold Like Minnesota." I had heard that one before,
yeah.
and
Hmm.
somewhere or another he got a modeling deal with Nautica.
Hmm. They got in a couple movies, but he could have had a promoting company, because when you have a promoting company, shout out to Blazing 420 in Alabama. We have promoting companies. So with the promoting companies, I mean, they handle most of the marketing as long as you're marketable. See, when you're marketable, whatever he had, whatever they decide the market was going to be, they fit that description or whatever they were thinking. No matter that we can't figure out what Sprite and Nautica was thinking, but
I I got no
it
clue.
worked. Right,
It did
it
work.
worked. So whatever
It did.
marketing skills that they had for him, it worked for him.
It did
You know what I'm
damn
saying?
work.
It's just the vision of the company, whoever's vision it is. That's where you have first you have to start off with the vision, and then you have to figure out who you want to have see the vision. Yeah,
And
people go and be like, I want the whole world to see, but the whole world's not gonna pay attention if it's nothing that they need, want. You know what I'm saying?
and
If it's nothing that
I,
they
and
need.
I'm wondering like where is that vision in your head that you want a dark skinned dude with some red braids and gold teeth? Like I don't see stuff like that. Like I couldn't put that
It's
together if I wanted to. Like this shit
you
work.
make, but it's also the deal that you make, because the sponsorships who sponsor you, those are mostly good. Those are deals. This is
They
what I
are.
offer you. This is what I'm
They
gonna
are.
do. So you have to be able to make a good deal to grab these people attention and say, hey, I'm gonna give this guy a try for $10,000, even if it's $10,000 for 1 year. I mean, that's still a lot of dedication, because we don't know what the contract told him he had to, record for exchange. So it may be looking crazy, but what does the guy to do? But like you said, he
Right.
might have gotta keep his hair red. Or he gotta, because that's what Nautica. He might come to a Nautica shooting and his hair not be red, and they be mad as hell like this. I
Yo,
want it.
fix this shit. The hell wrong?
Yeah, like
What's wrong with you, bud?
I thought your hair was supposed to be red. That's not what our contract signed. He said.
Right. So let me ask you this. I alluded to this a few minutes ago. But as far as your artists, what do you teach them about financial responsibility? You know what I'm saying? As far as that artist who, when they get their hands on 10 stacks, first thing they go do
Mm-mm.
is hit the mall and buy up 30 chains, and it's like
That
Mr.
right.
T all over again.
Because that's
So
once again, piggyback on that, just because that's the image that they want to hold. So as soon as they get that money, see, a lot of people don't get they'll get the stuff that they want, and then they think about their finances. By that time, they're in
that's what I'm
debt.
saying. Like with your company, do y'all teach financial responsibility?
Yeah, we have all types of people that work in that's in the company, that work in health, environment, councilmen, financial. So yeah, so as far as us three and the people that's in it, some of the people that's been in GME been rocking with us for years. So yeah, financial is one thing that we teach them, even about the shows, even how to get money. This is, hey, look, you want to get paid more, sell more tickets. You sell more tickets, you take this, you can put it back in, because when we get checks for GME, we just put it back into our company. So if we need shirts, somebody want a jacket, like we about to get jackets, we came out with the logo. Like we pay everybody just so we could take the money and put the money up for the next show. So sometimes we don't, it doesn't go into our pockets. It goes back into the company. So when you are making money, like you said, all right, so you get this gig and I got an artist and he's just got paid $10,000. First thing, if I gotta pay him, right? So when you're an artist, you get paid last. So he get $10,000. He gotta pay everybody, right? Then he get the money. So the first thing that I would say is we have to put money back into the company. You're already, when you sign a contract or whatever, when you get paid, you have to put such and such percent back into the company off top. Then after whatever you do with your money is fine, because then my company and and you are always covered because the money's there. Like you can't never say the money's not there. So you have to be responsible, because back in the day when we first did it, we paid dues.
Yeah.
We paid dues because that's put back into the company. But when you perform for the city, like us, we perform for the city, the church, they send us a check. The check just goes back in. So it could be, oh, well, Shay need to get home for a show. All right, well, GME got half on that, and you bring the rest. Hey, we need
Mm.
shirts. Oh, well, there's already money in the shirts because we got paid. You know what I'm saying? Streaming, you points, you know what I'm saying? When your company is lined up to all the points, there's money coming, little money coming in here and there. Our object is when those big checks come in. That way, because we've been practicing for so long. We had car washes, bake sales. Nobody does that no more. We anything that we could put money back into the company now. Anything else you want to spend, yeah, that's going to be on your outside money. Now, if you want to do that, but I think that companies should definitely make the artists put back in, even though they're getting paid. Like everybody's getting a proportion, but the company itself, like that's why I need to know how long are you planning to stay at this company,
Mm.
because it's important that we keep a financial, debt free, so that we
Yeah,
can see our
indeed.
money and see our growth. So definitely want to know how bad you are with money, like because that's even taking on the artist. How much money are you willing to put into yourself? I mean, if they say they don't
And
know, pretty much gonna walk to the next person, because I don't have that time to hold anybody's hands anymore. Before, like I used to. Oh, come on over here, talk to. No, I give you shit. You make a link. That's all I could do. I used to upload people's stuff to shows, get them in shows. Like I don't do that. Like, oh, you want to get on the show? Contact my homeboy. Oh, well, you ain't contact your. No, you ain't contact my homeboy. Like I'm not doing that no more. Now, if you want to pay me, that's fine. If you want to pay me the book, that's fine. But other than that, I don't have time to hold your hand in financial, because people want to do music and you be like, oh, it costs? No, yeah, I mean, shit. I mean, yeah, like it definitely costs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like I said, I mean, hell, even down to the simplest part, unless you making them yourself, beats ain't free.
right, right, exactly. Guns
Right.
and butter.
Guns and butter. Yo, gotta set them expectations early. Thompson,
Early, exactly.
why does that sound familiar? Hmm.
You
You
have
mean like
to.
you mean like day one, week one, that type thing? Hmm. Got you.
Meaning, yes.
This
Meaning,
this guy this guy
meaning
get
early
hold up.
as
This guy
possible.
right here. This guy right here. This guy
Yeah,
gets it.
yeah, yes, as
Yes, indeed.
possible.
Yes,
First
early as
thing, the first
possible.
question is,
Hmm.
okay, well, if I took you on, how long you think you gonna be in this?
Exactly.
Like, if we taking a ride, I'm definitely trying to soar to the top, but it's how serious you are, because I already know how serious I am.
There
One
you go.
a
Minute
minute,
one,
second,
second one every day.
ex- gotta know, and you gotta
Exactly.
stay focused, even if you get discouraged, because people get discouraged and quit.
Oh,
You're
it's
allowed to get us discouraged and show emotions, and real people want to see that. But it's the fact that when you go under pressure, because I'm one of them people. I'm very emotional. I'm very passionate. When I'm very upset, it's real. But in the process of it, I'm thinking of how I can solve this problem, how I'm gonna make sure that this problem doesn't happen, and if it does happen, how to handle it properly, especially if I didn't know
uh-huh.
how to handle it. Because it's not that I'm leaving, I'm taking a minute to think. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to take a
Mhm.
break. They be like, oh, Maybe you just need to take a break. Shit, where? Who? I ain't taking no break. As soon as I take a break, somebody else gonna come along. Like, yeah.
I mean,
But
and
it's about
it's one of those things, is good to sometimes step away from it, take a walk
yeah.
even,
Hmm.
but we do not
Hmm.
walk out on it.
Hmm. Right. People when they take the walk, they walk, they really walking out. See, I may take a walk
I mean,
and
even if you take
yeah,
the walk, make
while
sure
I'm
you
walking,
come
I'm trying
back.
to work it out. You know what I mean?
Like I
Yeah, I'm
said,
coming back.
make sure you come back. You know what I'm saying? You might just spin the cut, you know what I'm saying? Twist a little joint, hit your square,
Exactly.
whatever. But make sure you come back.
Yes,
So
make sure you come back.
tell these folks about the situation going down tomorrow.
So tomorrow on Chat It Up with me, your girl Miss Shay Butter on DWC Radio. My guest DJ and my guest co-host is DJ Agony, and we are going to have Hot or Not. Yeah, Hot or Not. So I got some submissions in. I sent them out to a couple of my DJ friends. So I'm waiting to hear their reply. I will have the phone on, so you'll be able to call the number. I always never remember off by heart because my chat box is off the chain, so you always can chat in the chat box. But during the show, I'll definitely get it. And we're also going to try Snoop Dogg's wine and BMF Black Mafia Family their wine. So I'm hoping that I have tasted the other wine. I have tasted the Snoop Dogg wine. It's really good, but I want you to taste it. But I haven't tasted the BMF wine yet. So I will
See y'all, we in there
try.
drinking good. We are not drinking Coke 45. Ain't no more. We ain't drinking no
Right.
Four Locos. None of that shit.
Right. This is gonna. I'm just hoping in it because we will be rating if it's hot or not. So I'm
Oh
really
yeah.
excited. We're gonna have a small chat with DJ Agony and see what's going on. I found out a whole bunch of interesting things about him. I wonder if he know that I know that I know, but we'll see. We'll find
Look, look. I don't care what you say. That wasn't me.
off top. Okay. That's why I try to ask everyone, is there anything that is forbidden that you don't want to talk about? Because there's a lot of stuff that people
Hell nah.
don't want to talk
Look,
about.
hey, look. I ain't got no felonies. I could talk about whatever.
Okay.
Big shouts out to LL.
Right.
Going loco for them
Right.
locos.
Yes, I remember them, boy.
Yeah.
I remember
Hey,
them.
Thompson, that's what it come down to. It's the level of maturity, man.
Yeah, so make sure everybody tunes in to DWC Radio,
And tell them how to
ATL
pull that up.
Live.
Tell them how to pull that up.
Hmm?
Tell them how to
All
pull
right,
that
so
up.
you could pull it up. Where you could pull it up on many platforms. You could say, "Hey Alexa, play DWC." You could pull it up on iHeartRadio, TuneIn app, Twitch, Facebook, Instagram. You can also hit it up on a website. That's www.dwcradioatl.com. You can hit it up on there. You can also see the other shows. You can check it out on Facebook. We try to Facebook be acting a little shady lately. So if you don't see us on Facebook, it's always still going on YouTube. DWC Live, same way. DWC Live Instagram, DWC Live Twitch. Everything's the same way. DWC Live. So if you can remember that, but we'll make sure we share it and stuff. Make sure you tap in, leave your comments. My motto is sharing is caring, but logging in is love. So I definitely want to feel the love. So please log in.
I ain't never heard that.
Please
I
log
like
in
that.
with us. Yeah,
I
please
like
log
that.
in with us because
That
that's
boy
that's that's
James Faison said. Jay Faison said it's going down to DM tomorrow.
yeah. My chat box is ridiculous. Shout out to everybody. I love my chat box. They be going in and supporting. And shout out to you, DJ Agony, for being a sport to do this. And this is going to be awesome because we're going to have an airways jumping. You can always catch the show too on 100.3 FM. That's Lithonia Station we're partners with
Ah,
them. So definitely gonna rock the waves. Tomorrow, so
hundred
I'm
point
excited.
three. 100.3. That's ill.
Yeah.
Because you know what? Of all the DJing that I have done, I have never DJed live on radio. So this is the first for me too.
No?
No,
Oh
never
well,
DJed live on
yes,
radio.
awesome. Awesome. You
Weddings,
better go
baby
in. You wanna
showers,
let them know.
strip clubs, house parties, whatever. But I've never DJed live on radio. So this is definitely a new one for me too.
Well, I'm glad to be a part of that experience because it's dope. It's
Hey,
definitely dope. I
I
never would have
appreciate
thought
you.
that I would be in this. You reached
I,
out. I was like, because I was like, oh, I can't find a DJ. And they was like, you better use that tag thing. And then I'm like, what? And as soon as I used that tag of DJ, it's just been, you know what I'm saying? It's just been going in ever since. Like, so that's appreciated. But make sure everybody definitely tune into my show April 23rd. I got a big announcement on my show, and everybody should tune in. And it's gonna be super awesome. I can't tell you what it is. I would
is it a baby?
love to tell. No, why everybody say that?
I don't know. That's I mean between babies and
They'll be
marriages.
like, why are you
Well,
pregnant?
it's like babies, marriages, and LLCs. That's kind of like tippy top of big news lately. And then
a,
it kind of trickles
a
down
bit.
from there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh no.
Damn. Maybe I shouldn't have said nothing about that baby. She just left. That's deep. Big shouts out to Miss Shea Butter and her not baby. Um, but yeah, y'all heard her DWC radio, DWC live. Like, make sure y'all are in tune with that tomorrow, starting at 6 o'clock. DJ Agony will be in the building, cutting up, doing that thing I do that has won me not one but two ATS Hottest DJ awards. So y'all don't want to miss this one. And then she told me that pretty much I could do what I want to do. I just play whatever. I'm just like, all right. Only because you said so. So, when they tell me I can play whatever and take the cuffs off, oh, I'm about to have some fun now, y'all. So DWC Live Radio. Definitely jump into that tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Find it on whatever platform you can find it on. Like she said, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, um, the website dwclive.com. So definitely find that. I appreciate Miss Shea Butter for checking in with me tonight. Yo, it's gonna be a lot of fun this weekend. Thank y'all, everybody that was in the chat, that liked, came, commented, subscribed, shared, had a good time. I appreciate all y'all from Thompson, LF, James Faison. Yo, I know we just meeting tonight, but do not be a stranger here on the Dope Show. Make sure you are here every Wednesday and Friday. And just come through and kick good shit, man. Once you've been over once, you invited over again as long as you like get drunk and break stuff or like go stage diving through the table or anything. He the puppy. Shout out to my baby bro. But like I got company coming in here. That looks familiar. Bam, she's back, y'all.
Oh no, it's like, oh, my phone just I mean my computer just died, but I'm real bad on my devices. I don't keep them charged. My
Mm,
fault. I gotta learn to do better with that. Like I keep promising myself I'm gonna do better, but
indeed, indeed. There you go, Mr. Exclusive, Tony Faison. Hold
yes,
up. He said
rest
he
up.
said
That's
sip.
my homie.
He said sip. Don't mind
Yep.
if I do. Hold on. Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm. Mm. Yeah.
shout out to my brother, Mr. Exclusive. He passed away suddenly. He told me I was going to have my own show. I didn't believe him. I was like, no, I'm gonna keep producing the show that I was already producing. And he was like, no, he was like, you're producing, all that's great, but you're gonna have your own show. And then I ended up having my own show. So every time I go on, I keep going because he had a show, and I get most of my little techniques. Because before I was scared of the mic. Not, it's different from just performing poetry, like getting on the stage and performing. Um, because yeah, your lyrics are scripted in the song, but it's different when you have to come up with content for people. Like so, I was just, but I got it done, so still here.
You want to do better, bro. Damn it.
Be quiet, bro. I love you. Anyway, little shaky. That shit. That's very
Yeah, that okay.
shaky.
Nah, that shit was funny as hell. But yo,
He's
tell these
don't laugh
people
at me. Please
anything.
don't do
Tell them anything else you want to tell them. Where they can follow you at. How they can get part of GME. Maybe they got a little cousin, or maybe that big
that.
cousin that
Right.
just got out from doing 10, and they tired of him being on the internet
Right.
rapping like this.
You know,
Mm,
they try to put 'em- it's time to put them up big.
right,
I
probably put him in the
feel you,
studio
and I
because
say,
all that. I need my life.
I do.
Sacrifice once or twice.
Definitely. So,
Coke with ice.
wait a they need to be in a better position when they ready to get into a better position. All right, so
Right.
you can hit me on all these major platforms. You can get me on Spotify on Neighborhood Entertainment. That's my podcast. I post new shows each and every Monday. To get on that, you can just email me at Miss Shea Butta, iCloud.com. My other platform, DWC Radio, each and every Saturday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. That's each and every Saturday. Chat it up. You can hit me up on Instagram as Miss Shea Butter. That's on IG, Miss Shea Butter. You can hit me on In Your Neighborhood Entertainment. That is the social media page for Neighborhood Entertainment. That is also on Facebook and once again on Spotify. You can catch me on 420. That's 420parentaladvisory.com. That's where I send all your music for breaking artists. So on that platform, I'm definitely trying to break artists. I have a new podcast coming out called The Spotlight. The Spotlight is going to be more of a review of you. So the whole show is just you playing about what you want to do, where you special highlights that I want to touch on people that people should know. So that show's going to be called The Spotlight, and that's coming out soon. Yeah, and everywhere in your neighborhood, you can find me. I'm somewhere, everywhere you can catch me on. I'm actually in May. I will be at a marketing conference. Let me give you. So it'll be the AJM Atlanta Business Mixer. You can catch me there. I'll be there. The flyer will be coming out, and we will be talking about how important ads and commercials are just for the radio, because it is the cheapest advertisement that you will pay for, and it's worth it.
Mm, good shit, yo. I appreciate you for coming out. Like I said,
Yep.
tonight we at my house. Tomorrow we go to your house.
That's right. We'll be in the building going down. I'm excited. I can't wait. Thank you for having
Indeed,
me on your
indeed.
show. Shout out to you.
Hey, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Somebody had to put me on their show one time. So, if I
I
got
know that's
I
right.
always say if I got a seat and you got something to say, go ahead and pull up a chair.
Shout out to Robin. Thank you. Thank you for thinking the show was dope. Wait till tomorrow. Make sure you tap in tomorrow. I'll leave the comments. I'll leave the website and stuff on the comments after the show.
Indeed, indeed. Y'all already know where to follow me. Dope Enterprise on Facebook, Dope Dot Enterprise on Instagram, Dope Enterprise on YouTube. Like I said, make sure if you haven't seen it, go back and check out Wednesday's Quick 30 on my top 10 black sitcom couples. Well, no, it was a top 10 black sitcom. It was just top 10 sitcom couples, period. So yeah, because there was some white people on there. Big shouts out to Al Bundy. Um, but yeah, top 10 sitcom couples. And like I said, check out that quick 30 coming up this Wednesday. And then next week, check out, the dope show, which will have none other than my boy, my brother, the high scholar himself, Dr. B will be in the building, y'all. Remember, I end
Mhm.
every show the same way, that with my favorite quote. Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery that mediocrity can pay to greatness. I am DJ Agony. That is Miss Shea Butter. This is the Dope Show, where we stay dope. And I'm out.
Stay done.
Peace.
Peace.